So welcome everyone. I'm super excited to have this Zoom call with Jared from San Antonio. And so basically we met through Facebook. Jared gave us a big congratulation on Facebook for our Emerald Director. So this was our first connection. And thank you so much for being here tonight with us. So let's start right away. And would you take a few minutes to introduce yourself? How did you start at USANA? It's been how long? And that story.
All right, absolutely. Well, first of all, Natalie, thank you so much for having me on your team Zoom webinar. I am super excited and honored to be here. And I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's actually on the webinar watching live. Anik, Boomer, Camille, Caroline, Catherine, Chantal, Deborah, Dominique, Ed, Eloic, Gaston, Karine, Lana, Lena, Lucy, Manon, Melanie. Big team here. Natasha, Pascal, Shab, and Wendy. I know Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
You know Wendy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I want to, first of all, acknowledge you for being here live and investing your time in your education. And just to let you know, you're in amazing hands with Natalie. Anybody who makes the level that she has in USANA has demonstrated a tremendous amount of focus, diligence, and leadership. And so I want to encourage you to do everything she is guiding you to do, because you'll have the results that she's had if you do that. And my journey started with USANA about 2005, actually, end of 2005. So I originally was a music teacher, and I have a degree in the guitar, so I can play very pretty music on the guitar. And I thought that, I should have a second stream of income so that I could not be poor my whole life. And that was kind of like my initial reason for looking for ways to make money online. And I actually tried a lot of online marketing things, probably starting in 2001. So we're talking about 4 years of trying online things, that nothing like USANA, nothing where there was such a great product and community. But I tried a lot of different things, and I found USANA. I actually was at a personal growth and development seminar called Clemmer. Shout out to Clemmer, very good seminar. And I met some people in USANA that were just extraordinary, people that were making money, that were experiencing the results on the products. And I did my research, and I just said, you know what, this is where I need to go. And I was specifically attracted to the leadership of two people, which is my sponsors, Gwen Burnell, who's a Ruby director today, and Brian Morris, who's a Star Diamond. He's a 3-star Diamond. And what I liked about that was I got to work with serious people. And that's my advice to those of you who are watching, is the more serious you are about your business, people are watching you. And if they see that you are serious, then they're going to want to follow you, and they're going to want to work with you. And that was the case for me. And I remember when Gwen, we were in small groups at the Clemmer weekend, and I saw Gwen prospect the waiter. And so the waiter was, helping us. And then she told him about USANA, and she got his number. And I was like,
wow.
I was like, I want to know how to do that. And that started my process. And so I started, really, it was probably the beginning of 2006, but I just was just so gung-ho. I just knew that I wanted to do this as a career. I thought to myself, if there's people making 6 figures or multiple 6 figures doing this, I want to be one of those people, and I'm willing to do this as long as it takes. I am willing to stay with this until it happens. I will never quit. And even if I have to teach guitar lessons my whole life, and until I finally pop it and I go full time, I'm never going to stop. And I'm going to go to the conventions. I'm going to invest money in personal growth and development. I'm going to do all the things that my mentors are telling me to do. And it took a couple years. It took a year to really learn the mechanics, to become competent. So if you're in your first year, don't feel bad. We all go through the growth curve. Even if you have the best trainers, you still have to go through your growth curve to become competent. And it takes about a year to get where you're comfortable at all the skills, etc. It took about 3 years to build this into a significant part-time income. So if you're in your first 3 years, hey, it takes time to build this into a significant part-time income. It took about 5 years to make it into a significant full-time income to where we could walk away from our jobs, and me and my wife, etc. So again, I mean, this is time, and it didn't happen overnight. And it takes about 7 years to become world class, you know, to become one of the best in the best, just like Natalie. And
you, Jared. Oh
well,
my God.
but like, you know, that's like not to say that we're the best of the best, because there's people even further along than us in the game. And it's not about that. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give you is to be focused on your journey, be grateful for your journey, be grateful for the things that are happening in your life, and do not compare yourself to others. And that's easier said than done, but if you catch yourself comparing yourself to me or Natalie or someone else in the company who's been in the same amount of time, but they made more money, I've done that, and it steals away all your joy. So now I don't do that anymore, because I compare myself to people that passed me up, that have been in less time, that make more money. And I used to be in that mentality. And now whenever those thoughts happen, or I catch myself doing that, I'm saying, oh, I'm comparing myself to someone. That's not good. Wow. And I catch myself. So I don't know if you can stop comparing yourself to people, but maybe catch yourself and stop it. And just focus on your journey and be grateful for where you're at, because USANA is such a blessing. You know, it's such a blessing to take these products, such a blessing to be involved in this community. It's such a blessing to be able to share this with people, and you know, just everything that comes with USANA. I'm so happy and to be in this in our 13th year now. So. Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of I guess, background on how we started, and feel free to go ahead with any questions, or I can continue to share my story, however you want to do it.
Well, I just want to tell you, first of all, like in the 5 minutes that you just spoke, that's what I love about you. Every time I chat with you, it's just so full of value. It's like you gave 10,000 tips in your first 5 minutes. So that's a good. And Natasha is saying, I agree. So it's it's rare to be able to exchange with someone that has so much value to offer. So I'm really grateful for that. Oh no, your camera has frozen. Oh no, you're okay. I thought you were not moving anymore. Phew. Okay, and I'd like to ask you, because, you know, sometimes new people, or, you know, people in the team, like you said, we compare ourselves to others, and you know how when you look at your upline, it can be easy to say, oh yeah, it's so easy for them, and, you know, and think that everything is pink and perfect. But there's a backside, and I'd like to hear what has been the most challenging for you in USANA so far.
Absolutely. And that's so true. You know, people see the leaders on the stage or the leaders on the webinar, and they say, oh, everyone signs up with you because you're a leader already or whatever. Oh no. I've gone through more no's than probably all of you on this call combined. Literally thousands, tens of thousands of no's. And that's kind of what shaped me, I think, into the man I am today. So I'm grateful for those no's. But I honestly can tell you that the biggest challenge, or I would say challenge may not be the right word, awareness that I didn't have, that I have now, is being in a happy emotional state. And how critical being in a happy emotional state is to your success and to the people you attract and the results that you attract. And they call it law of attraction. I'm sure many of you have seen the movie The Secret. If you have not, go get to that. Go rent that on Netflix, or you can probably look it up on YouTube and watch the movie. It's called The Secret. It's about the law of attraction. But if you want to really take it next level, go to Abraham Hicks' channel. And there's actually, I'll include the link here. I'll type it in to the entire group here.
Thank you.
Attendees. This is actually the Abraham Hicks YouTube channel that I prefer, because they're in 15-minute sound bites. It's like, because, you know, most people, you know, they won't listen to an hour, but they'll listen to 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. So every morning every morning I wake up and I'm like brushing my teeth, and that's the first thing I do. Actually, no, it's the second thing I do. The first thing I do in the morning is I visualize my goals, and I say my prayers, and I don't look at my cell phone. If you look at your cell phone, the first thing you're wasting like all your best alpha brainwaves. If you look at a cell phone, your alpha brainwaves go into beta. And anyway, don't do that. Get your cell phone away from or at least put it on the other side of the room, and take your first 15 minutes and do it into prayer and a visualization of the goals that you want, because I swear to you, that's been another big key. But getting back to the law of attraction, I think I did law of attraction in reverse for the last 2 years. When the company USANA changed into the MySmart shakes, some people got like, oh, our business went down, and we lost the Nutrimil, and my checks have gone down a little, or whatever. And so I just kept making excuses for my bad vibration and blaming the company for my checks kind of going a little bit south. And so I just realized that, honestly, like 2 months ago. And I started on this law of attraction link, and I started thinking and learning that no, the results that I create in my business have nothing to do with whether we have MySmart shakes or not. And now the Nutrimil Free, oh my God, do you guys have that yet in Canada? Nutrimil Free?
March 24, I can't wait.
The Nutrimil Free came out like last week in the US, and oh my God, it is so good. It's like sweet, like it has some sweetness to it, but it's still the plant-based. It's still the best. You guys, OMG, I'm pumped because I was liking the plant-based Smart Shake, and it's still a great shake, but you have to get the flavor optimizer or whatever.
Yeah.
The Nutrimil Free is like baller. So yeah, get ready for Nutrimil Free. And of course, USANA brought back Nutrimil. But regardless of whether USANA has Nutrimil or not, I had to remember that I can still create massive, huge results in USANA, and that it's all about what I imagine and dream, and it can all come true if I put myself in that vibration. And when I look at other leaders who already have that, who are like star diamonds, or making 300, 400, 500K a year doing this, I think they put themselves in that vibration. They put themselves in that vortex long enough, and everything else comes together. Okay, like the skills, the strategies, all that. It's different, like your strategies, what works for you is probably different than what works for me. And I'll share some of my strategies, and hopefully you can take some of what works for me and use it. But ultimately, the strategies can change, right? Natalie probably does some things different than I do, and that's fine. But what doesn't change is how your emotional state needs to be. And so that's the best. If you take anything from this interview, is that link I just sent you, loa.teamdsi.info. That's my team link, but it'll take you to the actual YouTube channel that I send everybody to. And it's definitely the best thing I can recommend right now. And everything will come together when you take care of your energy.
Love it.
And that was my biggest challenge. That's I've been doing this so long, so I've had ups and downs, but back ups again, and now I'm much more locked in on the energy side. So I'm expecting us to actually, our goal is executive 4-star diamond. Okay.
Wow, I love it.
We're emeralds right now, but our vision is executive 4-star diamond, and that came from Eric Worre. We went to GoPro, and he said, close your eyes and visualize your next goal. And I'm like, diamond. And I'm visualizing, 200,000 a year and diamond. And then he says, okay, whatever you have and you're thinking about, that's too small. You need to double it.
Wow.
And he said it like, you idiot, you need to double it, and so I'm like, oh crap. Okay. What's 400,000 a year? And, try to look at the comp plan and figure it out. And, it's for executive 4-star diamond.
Wow.
So then I text our United States field development, people that help us in the company, and I say, me and Crystal want to plan our executive 4-star run. So just letting you know. And they responded. Corporate responded. So But yeah, guys, so it's a lot about energy. It's a lot about happiness. I'm not always happy. I'm not always on. No one is. But I really work on it. I really work on it. And if I'm off, I go take a nap. I go unplug until I get my energy right, and then I'll work again or do whatever I need to do. But I'm very focused on my emotional energy.
I love it. Whereas you were the same. Like, I totally agree with everything you said. That's the most important thing. Because if you do whatever action you do, if you're not in a good energy, you won't attract anything. So it's really about, so thank you for that. And I love the 4-star diamond director.
Right? It's so much of a bigger vision than just diamond. Come on.
Yeah. It's more exciting. And I know you cannot like say everything, but how does that look a day in your life, like your daily method of operation?
All right. So my daily method of operation, I'll actually put this in the chat. It's 20-20-20-1-2-3.
I love
20-20-20-1-2-3. So that's 20 interactions with prospects. So an interaction with a prospect is not an invitation. There's a difference. Interaction is, how are you? How was your Friday? How was your weekend? How was whatever? Or I might go look at their timeline. Oh, I like your picture. That counts as one interaction. So I want to say, hi, how are you? How was your weekend? To 20 people on Facebook Messenger. You can do it on text as well, but usually you don't have everybody's phone numbers.
Yeah.
And Facebook Messenger is better too, because you can do it at midnight and you don't wake them up. So I do everything on Facebook Messenger, mostly. The next 20. So the first 20 is prospect interactions. The next 20 is client interactions. So we all have lots of clients, and I am guilty of ignoring them. I sign them up, and then I'm gone.
So true.
And what happens is you lose the auto orders. You lose the repeat business. You lose so much if you're not keeping in touch with your clients. Even if you have 20 clients, if all you have is 20 or even 10, then you need to call all 20 every day or text all 20 every day. Okay? And you don't have to sell them anything. Just how are you? How was your weekend? What's going on with you? Just conversation. Be a regular, normal person. Okay? Now, the last 20 is 20 interactions with team members, associates in your downline. So not associates that are not in your downline. So if you're talking to people that are cross-line to you, that doesn't count. It's the 20 in your business. If you don't have 20 associates, then talk to the 5 or 10 or however many you have, but talk to them every day. Again, how are you? What's going on? Just be normal. You can invite them to things too, but so that's my 20-20-20. That takes about an hour. So if you're working a part-time load, that's about a part-time effort. So I actually work USANA part-time pretty much in that sense. There are people that do 50-50-50. That's if you're a full-timer. And when I do 50-50-50, like if I have a day that I just want to really go for it, man, my business blows up when I do 50-50-50.
Wow, love it.
It's all, but it takes all day. It takes, 3-4 hours of really focusing. Like literally my thumbs, my pinky gets tired of holding the phone. Like I use voice text. I use voice text a lot. So if that sounds like a high amount, try 20-20-20. For some of you, if that's too high, do 10-10-10.
Yeah.
But just choose your own number. You choose, you're your own boss. But hit those metrics, man. Get them done and stick to your DMO, whatever it is. Now, the 1-2-3 is one Facebook Live a day. If you really want your business to go crazy, get a $10 selfie light like this and hook it to your phone and do one Facebook Live a day. But don't talk about USANA. Do not be that salesy amateur talking about USANA. You want to talk about anything but USANA, okay? Share a valuable cooking recipe. Share a story. Talk about something that, you just watch my Facebook Lives. You'll see it's not USANA. It's everything else. I actually went live when my wife was doing a skincare event yesterday, but that was more like I was proud of my wife, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, ooh, check out this skincare line. Message me for more details. No. Don't be that person. So, but if you really want your business to go crazy, do one Facebook Live a day. I do 5 days a week. All right. So that's the number one. Or if you're just too scared to do it, just do a one inspirational post per day. Okay, so Facebook Live / inspirational post. The two is actually inviting 2 people to see a video presentation. So out of those 20 people that you're prospecting, you know, I might visit with someone for 5 days, 6 days before I actually send them my invite. You want to hear my invite?
Yay!
Here's my invite on Messenger. Now I do this on a voice memo. What happens when you get a voice memo? What happens to you, Natalie, when you get a voice memo?
Oh, I love it
it's a little more interesting, right? Like,
yeah, you get the vibe.
Yeah, Jared Crebs has sent you a voice memo. You're like,
yeah,
right? Or if your friend sends you a voice memo, you're like, so you send a voice memo on the invite. So here's what it is, and you might have to transcribe it, but this is being recorded, so it's very simple. So Natalie, let's say I've been visiting with you on Facebook Messenger for like 5 days, just about your other business, or not USANA, just being normal person. Okay, so then I'm going to send you a voice memo. Here it goes. Natalie, I just wanted to send you this voice memo instead of a long text. And I wanted to ask if you would be open to taking a look at a video that has made a huge impact on my life and my family's life. It's actually about the company that I work with. And if you're open to it, send me a text back and I'll send you the link. I hope you're having an awesome day. Talk to you soon.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. So I didn't send the link right away, right?
No, I got that.
Yeah. And I said, if you're open, because people, that's a big word, if you're open. So if I was you, I would transcribe that and actually say it word for word, because there's a lot of, it's very intentionally crafted for someone like, yeah, okay. And by the way, I got that from Rob Sperry. Rob Sperry is a third-party MLM coach, and Renee Martinez, one of my silver directors, found him, and anyway, he's awesome. Shout out Rob Sperry. Is another great one to look up and study.
And how do you spell Sperry?
Sperry, Rob Sperry. He does a lot of stuff on Facebook, prospecting and things like that.
Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah, so literally I'll spend an hour like just on Facebook Messenger using voice text. Okay, so I usually don't actually type with my thumbs. I'm talking into the voice text. I'm sending texts, and then I'm correcting a lot because voice text screws up a lot. And then I send the voice memo two times a day. And then the number 3 of the DMO is the 3 is friend 3 new people on Facebook. Friend 3 new people. So I want to friend local. I try and friend local so that I can do conversations with local and invite local people. And I host 1 event per month. Okay, I found that 1 event a week is too much of a grind. 1 event per month. Now, an event is basically like I'll do it at my house or someone's house, or I'll find like an apartment complex clubhouse of a new associate, and I'll invite people over. I'll make everyone shakes, and then I'll play videos and share stories, and however you want to do that. But I'm sure you guys have events too. But that's one. So that's part of my DMO. That's not listed there in the 2020, 21, 2, 3. But I do that every day. 2020, 21, 2, 3. And then 1 event a month, and then use the products twice a day, AM and PM. That's literally what I teach my team. Those 3 things: 2020, 21, 2, 3. 1 event a month, and use the products twice a day. Sometimes though, I will do 1 event a week if I'm signing up a lot of people, because I'm like, oh, okay, you're new, you just signed up. Let's do an event right away at your house. Oh, okay, now we signed up someone new from that party. Well, then now we're gonna do another event at their house the next week. So there's an ebb and flow to it. Sometimes I will do more events, but if I don't have a bunch going on, I'll do at least one event.
Wow, that's amazing. And may I ask, you said in your event you're giving shakes and you're showing videos. Which video do you like to what are your favorites?
This is USANA.com.
Okay.
Is what I've been using. Yeah, and that actually is from Jordan Kemper from
okay, you're using that. Okay, perfect.
But it's not Jordan's video. It's actually cool because it has like a little intelligence video at the top, and then under that a little one on the other products, and then at the bottom is the actual current thisisusana.com video. It's 12 minutes long. So I'll play that, and then I'll pass out price lists, and I'll explain the prices. And then I'll pass out a form for them to sign up, like old school.
Yeah.
I mean, in an event, I'll do that. Actually created a video that shares. It's me personally talking about each product, and then okay, now fill out the form. And I did that so that my team doesn't have to know all those freaking details.
Yeah.
So if I'm not there, they literally play video 1 and then video 2. So,
amazing.
I mean, those are things you can do easily now with Zoom. You can always make a video and do it in French with a Canadian price list, and have it set up for your team. So, but yeah, so that's kind of like my strategy there.
Wow, I love it. It's simple. I knew we would have one kind of a call, and I'm really not disappointed. So much value. Thank you. And okay, what time is it? Okay, 30. Let's see one more. Okay, you talk about your DMO. Yeah, you sort of touched that, but in case you would have a last, let's say, tip to give to a brand new associate. You kind of covered, but let's see if there's something else.
Okay, so number 1 tip is go to convention.
Yeah.
Go to convention. You have to go to international convention. You got to go to international convention. There's tens of thousands of associates there from all the 20 different countries. It's going to cost money. So start saving up or prepare. Get your convention pass like today, tomorrow. Plan for it. It's $279 US. I don't know how much it is in Canadian dollars, but yes, please plan for your international convention. Get your ticket, get your lodging. And here's the thing. When you register, your event has started now.
Yeah.
Even though convention's not till August, you have totally changed your future if you register now. And what I mean by that is when you're registered, that energy of you getting trained in the best environment, if you want to be the best, you have to be with the best. They say birds of a feather flock together. And really, like, if you are registered now, that's why I suggest you don't wait till the deadline. Don't wait till July when it's the last day to get the price. Do it here in March. February, March, April, because you can say, I'm registered. You can tell all your prospects. Every time you talk to a prospect, you'd be like, I am registered. I am going to Salt Lake City. And if you want to come with me, we're going to have a blast.
Exactly.
And that really changes your whole business. That changes your future. They also obviously have regional events in Toronto and everywhere else in Canada. I know they have great events. So go to those local events because you don't have to fly internationally and do all that. But nothing replaces convention. So if you go to anything, go to convention and still go to the other local events as well, the big celebrations and everything. So that's my biggest event for the new people, that and Law of Attraction.
Yeah.
The link I sent you, I'll do that every day, every single day.
Perfect. I love it. Oh, thank you. And last word of encouragement or wisdom,
you can do this, man. You can do this. Oh, here's my last word is it can actually be joyous and easy to build your business. It doesn't have to be a grind. It doesn't have to be so hard. You're going to have hard moments. No, nothing's perfect, but everything that you put out there, if you're really focused on your emotional state and you're focused on the gratitude of what's going on in your life and you're taking action from that place, your business can literally be so joyful. And then it's like, marry the process, divorce the results. It's like, be focused on your process, be focused on your day-to-day, not the end paycheck. The paycheck's going to come, but just be happy. Just keep being happy. So that's the main thing, is that it actually can be an easy, joyful process to build your business. It doesn't have to be like a grind. And then I'll finally be happy when I'm diamond, but I won't be happy and I'm going to work so hard. That doesn't work. Trust me, I've been there, done that for many years. So I think, a lot of things you learn on the way, but that's my last thing of advice.
Thank you, Jared. I'm sure, I saw the comment coming through. I'm sure everybody totally got so much out of this call. I got so much out of it. I was taking notes, but I just thought, my God, I registered that. I can watch the recording. But thank you so much. It's and I really encourage everybody to watch your Facebook Live, because every time I watch them, it's totally uplifting. It's always positive, and we can tell that you are for sure joyous building your business. So
thank you.
If you want to read the comments before you go, but thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Awesome. My pleasure, Natalie. Thank you. And thank you for everyone that watched tonight. I hope you have an awesome night, and God bless.
Yeah, God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.